Right. Action.
Mana guru kerja apa-apa sikit. Cakap lagi. Assalamualaikum and very good morning. So today my group consists of Amma, Unku and myself would like to present about the control system that the control system of the food industry. We go to the food industry and we want to explain about the feedback that we got from their services. So the project overview is each interview is interview control technology practitioner. The practitioner can be from the universities or the field. However, we need to get clearance to interview someone with for domain in which the practitioner work. This is a group assignment, and each member must interview at least one practitioner. For example, if 3 people are in a group, there's 3 practitioners interview. So what is a control technology? Control technology is a modern field that applies control theory to design system ensuring desired behavior in application like appliance, vehicles and aircraft. Using mathematical modeling, feedback mechanism and tools like PID controllers, it optimizes performance and stability in both feedback and open loop system. But for myself, I did not use in my control system. It doesn't have any machinery or any sensor. It's truly based on the human nature itself. Later on, I will explain the block diagram and so on. So I will talk about the kitchen management system. So what is a good kitchen management system? A good kitchen management system ensures a smooth, efficient and safe kitchen while delivering high quality meals. Start with effective organization, arranging workstation to minimize movement and ensuring a logical storage system to keep ingredients fresh. Menu planning controls food cost by considering customer preferences, ingredient availability and portion sizes. Cost control method like portioning maintain consistency and profitability. Effective staff management involve hiring skilled employees, training them in food safety and fostering clear communication between the kitchen and front of house. Maintaining food safety through sanitation, PPE and adherence to regulation is crucial. Regular equipment maintenance ensures smooth operation. Quality control guarantee consistent taste and presentation while handling customer complaints and gathering feedback helps improve service. Ultimately, a good kitchen management involves in organization, cost control, staff training, food safety, equipment upkeep, and customer satisfaction, contributing to the overall success of the kitchen.
Okay. For the next one is this is my machine that I have interviewed from Mr. Hisham. This is the steam machine, but the simple the name in the market is Converter Max Pro ZIDS, but the machine itself called Combi machine. So it's combined control with user-friendly interface, as you can see. It's deliver precise cooking solution because it is a steam machine. So it's offering intuitive control over essential parameters such as temperature, humidity, and cooking time. Advanced sensor continuously monitor this variable in real time, while the system dynamically adjusts heating and steam level to maintain optimal cooking condition. This feedback mechanism ensures stability and adaptability across a wide range of cooking modes, which is there are 4 cooking modes here. This seamless integration of advanced technology not only enhance cooking performance, it's also optimize energy, efficiency, ensures safety, and also delivers reliability in professional kitchen environments. So next.
Okay, for printing machine, this might not look like your ordinary printing machine, but this is an expiry date printing machine, and this specialized device used to print expiration dates directly onto product packaging. Typically employed in industries like food, pharmaceuticals, and cosmetics to ensure clear and accurate labeling of when a product should no longer be used. Thus, complying with safety regulations and quality control standards, it essentially functions as a dedicated printer that can print dates and batch codes onto various packaging materials like plastic, paper or glass, often using technologies like inkjet or laser printing.
So the basic component for the kitchen management, it is not really a component, but it is a department inside the kitchen management itself. So we have kitchen operation manager, ingredient preparation and cooking section, food packing and sealing sections, and quality inspectors. For kitchen operation manager, they oversee the daily operation of the kitchen in a restaurant or food service establishment. For example, later on, I will, in the block diagram, I will put this as a controller for the whole kitchen management system. And second one is ingredient preparation and cooking section, involves the careful handling, preparation and cooking of ingredients to meet restaurant standards of taste, presentation and safety. The next one is a food packing and sealing section, ensuring that prepared dishes or ingredients are safely stored and preserved for delivery, storage or future use. And the last one is the quality inspector, ensures all foods products meet high standard of quality, safety and consistency.
Okay, for the next one is the steam machine. So this is the interface of the steam machine itself. So there are cooking modes or functions up here. The second one is the control adjustment, which is the rotary knob. And the third one is the temperature and time, which is here. This is the desired temperature and desired cooking time. And the fourth is the real-time temperature. The real-time temperature is the temperature inside the oven itself at the process. And the fifth one is the power supply. Okay, so for the cooking modes and function, it's offer multiple cooking modes such as steaming, baking, roasting, and slow cooking. There are 4 types of cooking modes here. So the next one is the temperature and time. Temperature and time, adjustable temperature. As you can see here, there are rotary knobs that you can adjust in the process itself. If you set the temperature at 100, but in the process you can adjust it manually using the rotary knob. For the control adjustment, there are features using friendly interface with touch, such as the rotary knob. And for the power supply, I did not sure about the power supply, but I think it operates on standard power supply. Okay, next.
Okay, so it's a component for printing machine, which includes the print head, the ink cartridge system, encoder or sensor for product detection, motor for print head movement, motor, power supply and control panel with display.
So this is a block diagram for the kitchen management itself. After some analysis done by me and the input given by the kitchen operation manager itself, I can come up with this block diagram. So we have kitchen operation manager, ingredients preparation and cooking section, food packing and sealing section, and we have QC inspector. So as you can see, this is not a closed or an open loop. It has multiple loops inside this block diagram. And also closed loop.
Atas closed
Closed loop.
closed loop within the closed loop.
Customer feedback and research and development department. So what does this block diagram tells us? For example, if the input of the food that they need to come up with during the day is 300, and the output also must have to be like 300 food on that day also. So input 300 goes to the kitchen operation manager, and kitchen operation manager will tell the ingredients and preparation and cooking section to gather all the ingredients for 300 and also cooking them at the same time. After, okay, so why does they have this section have two QC inspector, and why does this not? So as you can see, as I can see, many food industry in the world, they doesn't have like QC inspector doing their ingredients preparation and cooking section, because during that time the bacteria will not develop during the cooking time, but it will develop after it reach food packing and sealing section. So that's why this area need to have a QC inspector. So after the cooking is done, it will go through the food packing and sealing section. So this is where all the packing and food packing is happen. So if this is done, you will check by the first QC inspector, which will identify if there is any problem or not. If there is any problem, you will go to the second QC inspector to what they call it?
To validate the
Yes, to validate the problem. If there is any problem with the food packing, if there is any problem, it will go back to the food packing and sealing section to fix the problem. And if there is no problem until the QC inspector 1, it will go up to the distribution, and to the customer feedback is the first type of feedback. So if the customer are satisfied or not, and then the customer feedback will go to the research and development department to improve the food quality or the service quality of this industry. And yeah, that is how this block diagram is.
So for the next one is this is my block diagram for the steam machine. So for the first one is the input. The input is the desired temperature for the process, which is if we want to cook something. They have their own SOP, so they have their own temperature and time needed to complete the cycle. So for the first one is the controller. Controller, I assume like Alif, they use programmable logic controller or microcontroller. But I did some research, and mostly of this type of combi oven use this controller. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Either two, but they currently use PLC mostly. Okay. So for the next one is the control by the controller, which is the send signal, which is the control signal, to the steam operation, which is the plant of this block diagram. But as I can see here, the plant is the steaming process that adjusts the steam temperature, which is if the input is 100 Celsius, so the controller run the machine, and then if the temperature did not achieve 100, the control signal will give the signal to the plant, which is the operation, steam operation, and then if the temperature does not achieve 100, it will give feedback. It will give the actual temperature to the feedback sensor, which is the temperature sensor, to cycle, to make a new cycle to achieve the actual temperature. So if the actual temperature is achieved, it will give the output which is the actual temperature. Sorry.
So this is my block diagram, which is much more simpler than this both. With my printing machine with an open loop system. So the input is the date, which is day, month, year, and the controller, which is either a microcontroller or PLC sign signals. But for this specifically for this spiral printing machine, they use PLC signals. And for the actuator, which is the printer mechanism, and the output is the date. So the block diagram of an expiry date printing machine shows how the printing process works step by step. First, the users enter the printing details like the date and the temperature in the input stage. Then the controller processes these details and sends instructions to the printer. The printer prints the expiry date on the product, and finally the printed product is the output. This system usually works without checking if the printing is correct unless extra devices like sensors are added. The diagram helps to understand how the machine prints the expiry dates in an organized way.
So the Kichif management system is there is another input and output like that I said it was just the amount of the food that has to be done in the day, but this they can also put raw materials and ingredients required for preparation in this ingredient set preparation and cooking section. The customer's feedback, inputs from the customer to the research and development department. Operational requirements information passed to the kitchen operation manager. Quality control guidelines instruction for QC inspector 1 and QC inspector 2. And for the output, the food will be prepared and packed food delivered after passing QC inspector 1. Feedback to improve processes. Customer feedback influence the research and development department. Operational adjustment based on the feedback loops involving quality control development and management.
So for the second one is my printing machine. As I said earlier in the block diagram, there is already temperature as an input. But actually there are three. So for the first one is the temperature. Like I said before in the block diagram, the temperature is the input. The temperature is the desired temperature set by user by following the SOP. For the second one is the time. The time is the specific time that needed to complete the whole cycle. The third one is the mode. There are 4 modes that I mentioned earlier. And for the output, is the actual temperature that was generated by the machine. The second one is the time. The time is the cycle complete within the time that given in the SOP. And the last one is the modes. The modes is the specific steam operation required for the selected mode.
Okay, so for my printing machine, the input is date, the specific date of the expiry date, the current time or specific time that needs to be printed, and also the settings and additional configurations that may affect how the dates and time are printed. Okay, so for the output, also the same date and time, but also the quality of the print and positioning where on the product the date and time are printed, which could be influenced by the user settings.
So this is the advantages of the British management multiple loop system. First one is enhanced quality control. As you can see in the block diagram, it has 2 QC inspector. So It is achieved through 2 levels of inspection by QC Inspector 1 and QC Inspector 2, ensuring the food consistently meets high standards before reaching the customer and significantly reducing the chances of defective products being delivered. The second one is continuous improvement, facilitated by directly integrating customer feedback into the process, enabling the research and development department to enhance recipes, packaging and overall service quality. The next one is efficient error identifications, achieved through multiple feedback loops that detect errors at various stages, including preparation, packing and final inspection, helping to reduce waste and minimize the need for rework. Next is improved customer satisfaction, achieved through continuous feedback integration, ensuring products consistently align with customer expectations, which enhance satisfaction and foster loyalty. And the last one is minimizing risk of contamination or error, ensure that through the inclusion of both preparation and sealing inspection, significantly reducing the chances of contamination or incorrect packaging.
So the advantages of the closed loop for my machine is the closed loop system ensure accurate and consistent cooking result by continuously monitoring and adjusting the actual temperature and humidity to match the desired support. This adaptability allows it to respond to external factors like heat loss or load changes, ensuring optimal performance. It enhances energy efficiency by preventing overheating or excess steam generation, lowering operational costs also. The system also prioritizes safety by detecting and addressing issues like overheating to reduce the risk of the damage or incident. With its high level of automation, it minimizes manual effort, allowing operators to focus on the other tasks. Overall, it ensures reliable, efficient, and safe operation, ideal for professional kitchen.
Okay, so for printing machine, which is an loop, the advantages are simplicity. Loops systems are straightforward in design and operation, making them easier to understand and even compared to closed loop. And also, one, cost effectiveness. These systems tend to be less expensive to construct and to maintain because they do not require additional components for feedback mechanisms. Third is fast response time. Open loop controllers respond directly to input signals without waiting for feedback processing. And the last one is predictability and consistency. Since open loop systems operate based on predefined inputs, their behavior is highly predictable under stable conditions. This consistency is advantageous when the operating environment remains constant. That's all.
Okay, so thank you for your presentation. Engkau tutup. Tutuplah. Duduk lepas